Duncan Bourne is Managing Director of Winchurch Capital, and we welcome you here to M&A TV.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Well, thank you. And I know that you're speaking, and we're going to see some of that interview or the talk on M&A TV. So we're going to dive deeper a little bit and talk about some other things, particularly, and we were talking off camera, some strategies for the current market.
Okay. Well, I work at Winchurch Capital, which is a private equity firm. It invests in middle market companies. And since the 2008, 2009 downturn, the economy has come roaring back, and there's been a lot of liquidity in the marketplace, which makes it tough to find distressed opportunities because lots of businesses that ordinarily or maybe in historical times would have been in distress aren't really, because there's other lenders standing nearby to take out the current lender. So it's been hard for us to find deals in recent years that are sort of typical distress deals.
Are you seeing changes though?
I'm seeing some changes, we are, but for it to come to us, it has to go through a bit of a process. I think that because of December being sort of a tough time in the leveraged loan market, I think there are more opportunities. I hear it from the restructuring advisors that I talk to that, they're working a little bit harder. But for it to come to us where it's an opportunity for us to invest in a business, it takes a while to develop that situation.
Are there specific sectors where you're seeing this?
Well, there's always distress, I think, in retail these days, and I think it's more brought about by disruptive sort of things that are taking place. The internet world has changed a lot of things. People's expectation about having goods and services delivered to them where they are instead of going to a place to go get it, I think is becoming pervasive, not just in retail and not just in restaurants, but it's happening throughout a lot of industries that we're investing in. So it's a big trend that's going to have future effect.
And so, particularly in retail then, those companies that are perhaps not changing as quickly or adapting to these disruptions, those might be opportunities.
They are, but sometimes then they come to us and it may be a little bit too late, right? Because they haven't invested and they've already lost share, things like that. However, that's sort of to be determined when the opportunity rolls along. And so we do like to invest in businesses where we think there's a great core business that's still there, and we think there's still a good group of management that are on board. Maybe we can supplement that management team. Maybe we can bring some expertise to bear on effectuating the turnaround and make that happen faster. Sometimes we have a little bit of fire that we bring to the team to make them go a little bit quicker. And it's all good for everybody involved because we work in partnership with managers to make these businesses go better. So we're always looking for those opportunities that sort of fit that box. Now, historically, we've looked at a lot of manufacturing and industrial businesses. We liked those, we understood those. They were a little bit more easily to understand because they made a part or they provided a service that was, always being provided, year in, year out, month in, month out. But now we're turning a little bit more afield because as there's been fewer sort of hairy or storied or distressed situations available to invest in, we've gotten into other sectors of the economy. And so what we've been doing is marrying our sort of turnaround and restructuring expertise that we have and our ability to invest in these little bit more difficult situations with management people that we bring into these situations. So they might know a lot more about an industry than we do, but we marry them up with the specific opportunity and then add our capital and our expertise in fixing businesses and hopefully get a good outcome out of it.
Sure. It sounds like a smarter way, maybe a little bit slower way of investing, but more thought-provoking and more people involved, it sounds like.
Well, we generate a lot of our returns for our limited partner investors from improving the business. Yeah, certainly there's a great opportunity, but we're not like other distressed investors in that we don't trade in and trade out of situations. We're more interested in investing in companies where we can really change the outcome for the company. And so our returns are by improving EBITDA. That's how we do it.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being with us at M&A TV today. We appreciate your expertise and sharing it with all of us here. Duncan Bourne is Managing Director of Winchurch Capital.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
All right.
Take care.